remembering to do the mundane. There's a lesson in there, right? Remembering to do the mundane. I feel like there's actually a really profound lesson in our industry of network marketing to remember to do the mundane, because the stacks of the mundane are what are the building blocks of an epic business and an epic team. And we make it so much more complicated than necessary. And so let's today simplify. Let's simplify a couple announcements. We're going to get Kenny on, who is fresh off the trip to Boston with our owner, Mark and Tammy Smith, and their entire family, with our Chief Growth Officer and co-founder, Micaiah York. So lots of great energy and excitement of what's to come, because I hear he kind of gets the inside scoop when you go on a trip with Mark Smith, which is kind of fun. So all the more reason, if you know Mark's going to be on a dream trip, book the dream trip, because the man is known to leak some intense secrets of what's coming for dream trips. And then we're going to get into just a layout of the week to keep our momentum going within the mundane. So with that, the few announcements. If you haven't seen the Super Saturday, and Jefferson, I'll have you pop on if you want, just to go over the key points of that Super Saturday, because you are such an integral part of this Chief Visionary Officer, where we are going as a company, what we announced. But please, 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 everyone, go back and watch the replay. There are at least 9 trips that I was able to share with everyone. We announced a new debit card. We announced the app launch and what is to come, a huge peek behind the curtain on that. So Kingpin, what are your key insights from this Super Saturday, and what we have to look forward to and feel free to leak as well, over the next 3 weeks, as we're getting ready, 4 weeks, as we're getting ready to go into that app launch in Slovakia at our global headquarters, and maybe drip on why people would want to be there.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
Throwing you on the spot, man. I
Yeah,
didn't
put me
prep
on.
you
No,
for
it's
this call.
okay. It's kind of like one of those things. If I show up and my camera's on, I better be ready. You
You
know what I'm
better
saying?
be ready.
So it's one of those things. Yeah, it was a great event. We had a lot of energy on there, a lot of people. And once again, we only listen at a rate of 25%, which means after 7 days, you remember 5%, 5 minutes of what you watched. And so it's good to go over it. But number one thing is we released 2 videos that you can use right now in your Dream Builder. And why that's so important is that there's so much noise out there, so much distraction out there with everybody's lives, from our personal lives to social media to advertising to all these things, that this is another tool to use to get people, showing people what's coming and what we're doing right now. And I've gotten a lot of texts and a lot of DMs from people that are just like, wow, man, you guys are really moving fast. You guys are really progressing, because they saw the 2 minute DreamTrips AI teaser video, which is awesome, right? And that parts the curtain so people know like where we're headed, that we're on the cutting edge. And then the second video was the concierge video, because I think a lot of us don't understand the power of how that concierge works. And I mean, literally, it's one of those things where if you figure out ways to use it every week, just for stuff, right? You'll see the value. And it's, once again, people never cancel a membership that they use every day or every week, right? So it's those types of things. And so, but the cool thing about it is, as we launch our new app in August, which is roughly, what is today, the 14th? No, 13th. Okay, so a month from tomorrow. So we have basically 30 days, right? And what's happening is it's going to come out in 3 phases. They'll discuss it on there. And we might even record a short little, like, here's what's coming kind of thing. Um, but it's phase one is like all the itinerary planning and all the cool stuff you see in the video. That's phase one. Phase two is when you actually book stuff, which might be just a few weeks later. And then phase three is even like, where it talks in your earbuds, where you're walking, and it knows where you're at, geolocation. So when you point to the church, it knows that the yellow building or whatever building you're asking about knows where you're at in reference to that. So it's those kinds of things. It's all that stuff's talking to each other, and it's a lot of work, right? So, but the tech teams and all that have been working on all that. All that means for us, from the consumer standpoint, is that we get to say we have something like that and we own that technology. And so that's a wow factor. It's eyeballs, but it still doesn't take away the fact that we still got to talk to people. We have to start those conversations, build new relationships, always fill the pipeline. And so what you want to have is you want to get your seat in the ground. So the whole premise of, we shared, what the app's going to do and then when we're going to release it, which is a month from now in Bratislava, Slovakia. So we still have space on that trip. And so if you've got miles, you've got a friend that has miles, you've got the budget, get your butt over there to Europe. I'm telling you, Europe's beautiful, but we're all going to be there together celebrating this historical app launch, obviously with Mark and Tammy and everybody else. And so definitely do that. It's the Bratislava app launch in the Dream Trip section in your travel portal. Just click on it and you can book that. And then we have a Prague Dream Trip right after that. So it's like 2 day, 3 days here and it's really 2.5 days there and 2.5 days in Prague. And so it's just going to be a beautiful thing of videos, pictures, bringing in, ushering in a new era for us. And so in this world of social media, once again, it's, if you're kind of going, man, it's my time and the budget and all this stuff, look at it as an investment in marketing budget in your business. Because when people see you in Europe, and maybe you've never been to Europe, when people see that you're in this beautiful home office or this event and you're at this major thing, it just becomes a talking points of, because I don't know about you, I'm sure Jojo can talk about this too, as I post a lot more when I'm traveling. It's just easier. The flow is just, there's just more things to look at and to film and stuff, right? It just unlocks a lot of stuff. And so it's just going to do a lot for your business. And so that's really key. So app launch in 30 days, get your seat in the ground. Okay. You want to have a team of 5, 10, 50, 100 people in and working and moving forward when the app launches. Not you just going, well, I'm going to wait till I see it, and then I'll feel good about it and then I'll tell. No, we're already laps around you already, right? So the entrepreneur founding mindset for you as the CEO of your business is, okay, I'm going to leap and the net will appear. Okay, I'm going to trust, our owners and our co-founders and just go, okay, I'm going to sprint right now. And so right now you have to take the videos. We have it in both presentation video folders, in the advanced view and the basic view in Dream Builder. And we've got the 2 minute, app. I know I'm repeating myself a little bit, but app video and concierge video. Once again, go back to your maybes, go back to the people that said no. Just, hey, I got a quick update. Hey, here's what's happening now. The people that haven't said no yet say, hey, listen, quick update. Just want to keep you in the loop. We're about to launch this new app. Check this out. Boom. And then send them the video. Make sure you share with contacts so you know when they're watching it. So when they're done watching it, you just say, hey, that was awesome, wasn't it? Just it's just a way to get the thing started. But if you've talked to a lot of people the last 3, 4, 5, 6 months, you have tens, if not hundreds of people that you can go follow up with and text a video to, right? So that is the assignment right now is realizing what we have our hands on. We have an offline product, I would even say we have the best physical product in the world, meaning it's delivered digitally, but you feel it physically, right? There's other companies that will, they sell protein shakes and vitamins and all the things. And yes, those are physical products, right? But travel is the ultimate physical product because you feel your toes in the sand, right? You feel the water and the wind on you, and you're smelling the foods and the pastries in Italy and stuff. It's the ultimate physical product. And so how about we marry the high touch of AI and tech, which we have now, and the high touch of being together in a community and traveling, and we got the best of both worlds, and Dream Trips is right there in the middle of it. So it's like the perfect time in history to be alive, the perfect time in history to go build this thing for the next 30 days. So if there's any time that it's time to just like literally just throw the bow, what is it? Throw the bow lines off and just freaking go. Like now's the time to do it. Tell the kids, tell the spouse, hey, like clear the schedule, like you're going to sprint for the next 30 days because 1 hour spent now is worth 20 hours after that app launch event. And then there's more work after that. And so there's not that much time. I remember this, guys, and I'll wrap up with this. I'm sorry. I'm just excited. Sorry. Um, no, I don't apologize. I'm just going to say it. I don't know why I even said that. It's like you hear all these personal development. Don't apologize. Yeah, I'm not. Okay. Um, I was there when we launched Dream Trips the first time in 2005. I was there when we launched our website because when we launched, we didn't have a website. Then we launched a website, and then we had our first Dream Trip. And there was always people that said stuff, but they never actually went through with it. You had a certain amount of people that said they're going to go on a dream trip and then they went, and then people that said they were and they didn't. And you start to see a chasm of the haves and the have-nots, the ones that said they're going to do it and did it, and the ones that said they're going to do it and didn't, right? And so every time we had those events, those pivotal events in dream trips through those years, it was always, okay, I get it. I'm hammering down the throttle, I'm hammering down the gas pedal, and I'm going to sprint because I know what's going to happen. And I did that for years. Okay. And that equaled to, once again, millions of people. Okay. But if I didn't do any of those little bitty things, I wouldn't have had the compounding effect over those years. You follow what I'm saying? So this is one of those giant ass compounding effect events and things. Whether you make it or not, it's about your attitude about it. It's about your action as you go forward today, conversations, your music, your posture, your energy about it. And how many people can you show that video to and tell them the plan? What's the plan? Show them the membership video. They got to be a member in order to get in to be part of Dream Trips to get that app. And then the plan is get in and show them how they can earn their trips. Show them how they can get their membership for free. Show them how they can get their money back, get their we know this, right? We know all that, but that's the plan of what you're going to show them after they see that video. And so anyways, it's happening again. We get to be here and you get to be here with us. And but it doesn't mean jack squat if you don't take action with it. So Jojo, back to you.
Awesome. It's so, you guys, it's so true. And you know what's crazy, Kingpin? Like being in this industry as long as you have, for myself, quite some time as well. For me, being in physical products, right? And a physical product is really, in my experience, they're kind of either leading a little bit of the charge or the health or wellness or something's already hit it. I've never been a part of a company that is literally not just setting the stage for our industry of network marketing, relationship marketing with a product, digital product, but literally blowing the socks off what any other travel company has. Expedia, Travelocity, like they all have apps, but they don't have the technology that we are creating within this app, which to me is like, you guys, we have a moment to be like, you guys are using Expedia? How archaic. Like, what are you doing dinosaur work over there with those other, you know what I mean? Like, this is a moment where we are about to propel. And guys, I hate to be the bearer of this kind of news. People are going to try to duplicate.
Oh
People are
yeah.
going to try to replicate, right? Like, so this isn't like, oh, let's just sit back. We've got the app now. I'll figure out if it works when it launches. And then maybe 6 months after I use it, then I'll start talking about it. Yo, people are going to try to do what we have a hold of. And it's always been the Dream Trip standard for the last 2 decades to set the stage. And so if you guys want to be a part of the group that's setting the stage, you got to listen to what Kingpin just said. And you got to listen to what Kenny's about to say, because this is how we, just like Jefferson said, stay 10 years ahead of what would be the competition. So with that, we talked a little bit about high tech. Let's go to the high touch, because Kenny, you are the king of body to body, belly to belly, being with the people, making the calls, having a list of people that you call every day, 50 people minimally that you talk to. But you have also, and I want everyone to understand this if you don't know, have been on a dream trip every single month since we've launched this company. That is epic. So tell us why you're choosing to do that, what the trips have meant to you, and what this last trip to Boston is, and what you're excited about next going into the rest of 2026.
No, you got it, Jojo, and thank you, Kingpin, and all of you that are on here this morning. I'm just so excited to be here. Like literally, guys, like I am living a dream life from where I came from, which was not much. Okay, and that's just what it is. Okay, I grew up with a lot of love, but not much more than that, right? And so it's always been a great life. But to have found Dream Trips, to know what Trips had done in the past, right? That see to me in this industry, no one can ever take away belief from me. And my whole goal is to help you guys. If you can learn this early on, we're in the belief business. I know we get to selling our product and we get all these things, but if you believe, People are ultimately buying into you first. So if you believe, you're already in the driver's seat, right? Because if you really believe, like this is a multi-million dollar opportunity, if you really believe what the Kingpin was saying, and oh man, this is what a launch, you're going to get after it. It's when you don't believe, it's when you really don't have that in you, is when you slow down, do other things, let other things take time, right? That's not what's happening here, not in this house. And that's a decision anybody can make. So we just went to Boston. We go every single month to a trip. I had to go to my wife Elizabeth. We made a decision that she loves this dentistry she's at, and she helps in the front. And she doesn't necessarily have to work, but like when she's always like, well, when I'm home and you're just over there bullshitting on the phone, and you know, because I just call all my friends all day. I mean, it's literally what I do. Most of our conversations, we're laughing, we're joking, and then we get to a little seriousness, and then we're back to laughing, joking, everything. She goes, I'm bored. Well, when we got into Dream Trips, I said, babe, I don't know if this is going to work because you're going to need a week off a month. And she goes, oh man. So I went to the owner. I just said, hey, bro, check this out, man. Like, Elizabeth's going to need a week off a month or she's just not going to work here anymore. He's like, what the hell, man? Like a week off a month? I go, it just is what it is. We're going on a vacation every month. He goes, well, everyone would love to go on a vacation every month. And I said, I know. And I'm doing it. We're doing it. Right. So he's like, oh man, what am I? I go, so it's no problem. You know, she just won't work here anymore. And he goes, I just don't understand this. I go, what? He goes, how are you just going to like say she needs a week off a month to go on vacation, and if I can't do it, she just won't work anymore? Like, what world do you live in? Right? And I said, a world I've created with a lot of great friends. And fortunately, they did it. Like they said, okay, we're going to do it. Like, just give us a month in advance. So like we just give a month in advance, and boom, she gets the week off. So we've just been dream trip, dream trip, dream trip, dream trip, dream trip. And so the Boston trip was amazing. I would have never gone to Boston in my life. The only way I'd have went to Boston is if the Niners and Patriots were going to play a massive game at some point, and I would have got over there. I want to see all the stadiums. So I would have got over there once, right? For sure. But I wouldn't have saw all the things that I really didn't care to see, but I saw. Like, this is not me. Jojo knows I'm not a big go see whatever, you know, this tree that's been standing, you know, living there its whole life, and everyone goes, oh, you know, I'm not into any of that stuff, but it was awesome, right? To go to the Cheers bar, to go to Paul Revere's house, to go where the Boston Massacre happened, to go to just see Boston, not even see it all, but see a ton of it, to go to sail. I've never been on a sailboat, right? That I can remember, just sail with Dream Trips. It was just phenomenal. It literally, there's only like 20 something of us. It was phenomenal. Right? To say the least, I would have never done it. Everyone should do it. We're going to do that trip every year. Will I go back? No. All right, I'll let you guys go do that. Nothing against it. I don't need to see Paul's house and Cheers bar again and all that. Niners, yeah, I'll be there. All right. But like, should all of you go? Yes. And what all of you should do from here, very simply, when you hang up this phone, is choose to believe. And then the first thing I would do is you always want to build local and think global. Now, there's some major leaders on the Zoom here that have the ability to do both and build global and everything else. But for our masses, you gotta build local. So what are you doing local, right? So what am I doing local? So every month I do a dinner, right? And this dinner it's not at some high fancy place. It's at a place called Bottle and Bean, okay? And it is a coffee shop. But they have a side area that's closed off, glassed off, everything. They have lunch and dinner, sandwiches and pizzas and everything else. And we had it at an Italian restaurant before, but it just got too hot there because we were outside. Now we're at Bottle and Bean. And I'm telling you this right now, it is so much fun. Like, people are like, well, who do you bring there? I mean, I bring everybody I know. I was just sitting there and I drew it out. Like, I brought the guy that built my house. I got the guy that sold me my house. I got my mailman, my banker, my tattoo artist, my best friends, some of the co-workers with Elizabeth, the guy that sells me my meat, my chicken at my Mexican store. You guys all have that store, right? Where you go and get all that stuff, right? Everyone you can think of has been there, and they're all signing up. Why? Because we have a bunch of fun. And all I'm talking about is I don't go through the 77 slides that we have on Monday and Thursday nights to just listen. This business is very simple. I know we make it much harder, but I want you to let this sink in. We are going to go on amazing vacations all over the world, and the people that bring the most friends make the most money. You're going to make it much freaking harder than that. Trust me. There are people on this line right now that have been in were in the original Dream Trips, and they know it's true. When you boil it all down, we're going to go on amazing vacations all over the world, and the people that bring the most friends make the most money. Why does everybody make it much harder? I do not. So what do I talk about on Tuesday night? I'm going to Prague and Bratislava. I would have never, man, when we went to Prague the last time, that blew my mind. Everyone in the world should go to Prague at least once in their life. It is that beautiful. That's August. September, we're going to Greece. Helladiki, Greece, Hella, whatever it is, Greece. We're going there. Hella Greece. We're going there in September. In October, we're going to Romania, Dracula's Castle in Transylvania on Halloween. Like, this would never happen in my real life. This is a little hint. We're going back to Playa del Carmen in second week of December, which we want all of you to come to that one. I mean, you can come to everyone. We got to go somewhere in November. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Whatever's coming. Every single month. I'm not going to stop. Why? Because I know somebody needs to do that. Might not be me. I mean, none of you, if you don't want to do it, I'll do it. Right? Literally a vacation every single month, as long as I can do it. Maybe this the rest of my life. I don't know. Maybe that'll just be the schedule. But that is what we do. And literally when I'm talking to my friends at the gym, one of the coolest things that happened at the gym, and the gym is right before this Zoom, so I'm sorry if anybody's mad at me for just rushing home to get on this Zoom, but I want to tell you something. That has been the hottest place for me. You know, like literally the hottest place, because it's just people are in there, they feel good, they want to look good, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then they probably want to go somewhere. Now, it's not about throwing up on them and trying to explain what you do. No, be likable, care about them. People want to be in business with people they like. Be likable, get to know them. They will come back to ask you what you do. Trust me, they always do. Right? And so that gym has been a hotbed, man. I was able to bring one of my close friends. He comes on Monday, Tuesdays. That's it, because it's just the only time he can come. He works the other times, and he just started. And so as he's been coming with me, he's like, bro, you're amazing, bro. You just like, you don't talk too much. You just talk enough. You get everyone to like you. Everyone's talking, blah, 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 right? And then none of them know what I do. They want to know. Every once in a while, they'll see me in the parking lot and they'll be like, what the hell does that guy do, right? And so people will ask me periodically. But it's all about making friends and literally living a life, which we can do. Think about it. Once you join, let's get your 4 best friends to join. Those are the ones you're going to travel with. Now it's free. Now, if you help them do the same thing and never stop creating friends, which is why I make 50 calls a day. People, I know that blows people's minds when I say that. I do know that. But if you really think about what happens on those 50 calls, many of you have done it to me. You don't answer. You don't answer. And I'm happy. Most networkers, when they're using the phone and people aren't answering, they're like, oh, this just isn't working. Gosh, no. Man, like me, I control the narrative when they don't answer. That means I can literally do 2 calls a minute. So how long does it take me to do 50 calls? Maybe 30 minutes. And then the ones that answer, trust me, when you answer, there are times when people answer and I'm like, oh shit, now I got to talk to them. I love controlling the narrative, saying, hey man, what the hell? Donald Trump has called me 4 times since the last time you called me. I just called a dude this morning from the gym when I had 2 minutes. I squeeze him in every chance I get. And I was like, Usher. Yeah, he looks like Usher. I said, Usher, for real? I go, this relationship would be over if it wasn't for me calling you. Now, Usher at one time in our life called JoJo a baby deer because, you know, she's long and shit and she was just, right? So like these are friends that I make all over the world. Everywhere I go, JoJo will tell you I do it everywhere, right? And it's all about having fun. It's all about loving people for who they are. They will love you back. That's how it is. And we have the greatest product in the history of the industry. We've got one of the most amazing pay plans ever. We've got a product that in this industry is proven. This product had over 5 million members before. Think about this for a second. That was when travel was a $1 billion industry. It's an over $10 trillion industry now. It doesn't matter if there's one company here, two companies there, 7 companies there. It doesn't matter. There's 32 teams in the NFL. They both are making billions of dollars. All 32 of them making billions of dollars. There's room for all of us. It's all about what are you going to create. There's no limits with what you can create now. The limitation is the mirror. The limitation is you. If you get me on the phone with people, they're joining you. Try me. Try me. I wish my phone would ring more. I don't care. I'm rich anyways. I don't need this shit. Not saying that to brag. There's people that know I've lost everything in my life, but I don't need dream trips. I want dream trips. I love dream trips. I love going on a vacation every month. I love being able to share that with my friends and say, man, come with me. You can come with me. Like, let's go. Oh, you can't go every month. It's cool. Once a year, twice a year. It's all good. We can work towards it. And that one trip is life-changing. I still got buddies that came to me in Italy and we're still talking about it today. And they cannot wait to go on their next trip. And they just roll their eyes when I'm like, well, I've been here since then. 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 And so can you. So, no limits on what you can create, what you can have. We're in the belief business. And please take this to the bank. All right? We're going to go on amazing vacations all over the world. And the people that make the most money bring the most friends. It is that simple. When you're talking to somebody and you say that you vacation for a living and they go, wow, how can I do that? You got them. If they go, oh, cool, I go on vacations too. You don't sell them on your vacations. You go, wow, how do you do that? How many do you go on a year? You just talk to them about what they do. Wow, so do you plan those? How much does that take? Is it a cost thing at all? You don't care, right? As soon as somebody that says their vacation, you got them too. You got people everywhere. The ones that can't afford it, would you like to afford it? It's all about caring about them and listening to them. God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Mine with these braces is jacked up. I cannot wait till I get them off because I slur and I spit and I find food and everything else. While I'm talking to you, trust me, I've ate a piece of pizza. All sorts of stuff happens along the way with these braces while I'm talking. But guess what? No limits on what you can create. 0. We are at a time and place in our life where it could not be better right now in this industry, right now for you in Dream Trips. What are you going to do with it? Completely up to you. So Jojo, I know we got a cool week coming up with all sorts of stuff. You and who's doing the presentations this week? Is it Kingpin and Micaiah or you and?
No, it got me tonight. And you guys, we're going to integrate all the videos and it's going to be a fresh perspective. And I got to tell you that because a lot of us, Kenny, look at this and go, oh, okay, what do we, we've been in this for 6 months, 2 months, 3 months. What's new? The presentation's the same. Have you brought someone? Like, that's the game changer. You will light up the minute that you have someone new on that call because you're excited for them to see this information for the first time.
So hey, Jojo, shame on you. Seriously, because people do it. I know you do it. Jojo hit something listen, LeBron James, okay, is right now free agent. Okay.
Warriors.
Okay, maybe Warriors. Who knows? I don't even know. All I'm saying is this.
Team.
Okay, as good as he is, whether he's the greatest of all time, it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is, as good as he is, I know his name is big, so everyone would understand what I'm saying. He still shoots free throws every day. He still shoots baskets every day. He still runs and stays in shape every day. It's the same things he does as a basketball player. He jumps and works out, and that's what he does day in and day out. What do we do day in and day out? We get on our Zooms. We invite people to them. Shame on you if you're not doing it. Shame on you if you're so selfish that you're like, well, I've heard that before. What? You were excited at one point when you first saw it. You know it. Shut the hell up if you're trying to tell me you weren't. I know because I've seen most of you do it. then what happens is over time you don't get it, you don't stay as excited. But you're not thinking. The new people will get just as excited as you did in the beginning. And if you stay there and you stay excited and you keep inviting and you keep doing it, that's what'll happen. Then guess what? Other people on your team will go, oh wow, it's electric. It carries on and then goes on and on and on. It happens all the time, guys. You guys are in full control. Jojo, Kingpin, Makai's presentations are as good today as they were when you first got on. We're like, oh my gosh, I got to get 100 people on there. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. This business is very forgiving. It will forget about the mistakes you made yesterday, but you've got to keep inviting and have fun. And watch this. People that you invited 4 months ago, 6 months ago, 2 months ago, 1 month ago, invite them again. They didn't say no. They said not now. Find out where they're at. You're even better at it. If you've been doing your job, you know more, you understand more. Maybe you went on a trip or two. There's more stuff going on in your life that you can explain about dream trips. Listen, what we have, everybody wants. They're lying if they don't. There's nobody in your life that if you said, hey, if I could add an unbelievable vacation every year, would you like that? There's nobody who go, no, I wouldn't want that whatsoever. Bullshit. Okay, like we know they will. So now it becomes a matter of how are we going to deliver it? Guys, Jojo, do I do this all day long, this energy? Be honest. All day long. All fucking day long, guys.
Until, well, actually, until 7 p.m.
7 p.m. I turn my phone off. Why?
Because Love Island or whatever that
you guys will keep calling me. It never ends. 7 p.m. it's off. 4 a.m. it's on. Right? And it's awesome. And guess what? Everything that I do, anybody can do. Nothing I've ever said I created. Nothing. Not one thing that I sit down and go, oh, let me philosophize on this or whatever the heck it is. No, I just, whatever somebody else told me, I got it and I can use it. Guys, this is the fairest, craziest, most unbelievable way to create a dream lifestyle. And as long as you don't get caught up in today and the struggles of today, and as long as you don't let life and the devil slow you down and just realize what a blessing, I'm alive. Do you know that there's people right now that wish they could just have their health, that wish they're sitting up there like, oh, if I could just. None of you have that. Right now, all of you on this Zoom, I know this Zoom right here, you guys all want to win in this business. Well, then choose to win. Quit fooling yourself. You know what it's going to take. There's 168 hours in a week. How many are you giving? Early on in a business, I'll give 100 hours. I'll do whatever it takes because I know it pays us. Kingpin talked about it. It'll pay us 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times over. It'll pay us on and on and on and on. Jojo, when you didn't believe a long time ago, this is a long time ago when you were that baby deer, right? You did not believe, right? And I remember because you would tell me things. Did you go on a run in a company? I don't even got to talk about the company. And did it pay you hundreds of thousands, even into the millions on the ongoing years, even when the business was a struggle?
100%.
And did it pay your mom and dad millions also?
Yep. And you know what's funny, you guys? I bitched about it then, and there was a comma in my check every month. Like, just like the perspective we have to have and the gratitude and joy we can now lead from. And it was a lot freaking harder. Like you literally had to go back and get a degree to be able to do that business.
I remember Jojo would say, hold on, and put a white coat on. I'd get somebody on there and she would just science the heck out of them to try to get them in. Guys, I know we think that X World Venture Dream Trippers are the best ones. I don't know. I mean, I'm fine with them. But they were on a red carpet ride like they could never believe, and I don't know if they'll ever get after it again. We were not. Where I came from, and now that I know Dream Trips, oh my gosh, this is so easy.
So much easier.
This is so much fun.
So fun.
Like, I'm going to go kill it. I don't care what anybody else does. Like, people can leave. It's fine. We love everybody, but man, you shouldn't. And we're going to find the people because this is so good. This is so good, guys. This is not coming from some loser that never made it happen. I made it happen. I was traveling upstream, battling upstream to make millions. This is totally downstream with an owner that is so cool and all in and will never throw in the towel and has been right where we've been. He's not perfect. We're not perfect. Quit looking at the reasons why not and look at the reasons why. Quit looking at your kids as an excuse and look at them as a reason. There's everything you can do to transition your thinking to believing, and then the sky's the limit. So sorry, Jojo. I love
Good.
you. I love the team. You're doing an amazing job. You got a great group growing, and I just know all of us are in a place that we can't even imagine. And for me that have seen this before, I know it. And so I do not want to let you guys down on go get it and go get it now.
Yeah, for sure. And you guys, I want you to like feel this energy that you have right now from Kenny and this belief that has sparked into you. And I want you to tap back into it every time you go to pick up a text, every time you pick up a social media post, every time you pick up the phone to call someone. If you take 10 seconds and just say, okay, God, universe, creator, whatever you say, put me in the energy of Kenny. Like just use that as a phrase. You don't have to say like, oh, I need to memorize everything. No, just put me in the energy of Kenny right now. I'm about to pick up the phone. And wait a minute till you feel what you feel right now. The phone will be so much lighter. The conversation will be so much more fun. The joy that you will have after being like, freaking did it. I called someone and I wasn't more worried that they were going to say no than just getting to know them. Like that is the ultimate pivot that we can all start to make on a regular basis. So when we pick up that phone, where are we inviting him to? Let's go over the week. Let's go over next week because there's some big live in-person events coming up. And Kenny, if you have your Arizona date, I want to share it with people.
Next Tuesday, the 21st.
Tuesday, the 21st in Arizona at the Bottle and Bean, y'all. We're doing it the Bottle and Bean in, is it in Gilbert? Where are we
I
at?
think it's in Chandler, which is right next to Gilbert.
Okay, cool. And then tonight, you guys, 6 p.m., you've got me live. That's Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Thursday, you've got the Kingpin live, same channel, same place, dreamtripslive.com. And then next week, we have Ginger and Leah in Yakima, Washington are doing a blitz, and yours truly, JoJo, is flying in. We got Thursday. Ginger, go ahead. Give us a rundown of what you're doing next week.
So Friday night, we've got a fun pizza place. They make it like in the brick oven, so it smells all awesome inside. And most of these little restaurants have TVs now, kind of off in a corner. You guys don't need to go spend money. Like they didn't charge me anything. They're reserving seats for 25. So people are going to come in and it's going to cost me like $50 a pizza, and then you can have your affiliates pitch in or whatever. But anyway, so we're going to do half an hour, 45 minutes of hanging out and half an hour JoJo presentation. And then Saturday, it is awesome to have friends. I say friends with benefits, pools, pickleball, cornhole, those kind of benefits. So my girlfriend has just a beautiful pad. So we're going to do 10 to 2. Come and go, kind of like an open house. Come play pickleball for a while, pool for a while. We called it sips and trips and take a dip. Now it's sips, trips, dinks and dips. But the last time we did it, it was just low key, but people were in the pool going, what was your favorite dream trip? Or just what was your favorite trip you've been on? It's not like dream trips the whole time. It's like, oh, I went to Italy 10 years ago. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I just went to Italy. Did you go? It creates this dopamine in people that are there because they're telling me about we talked about the memory dividends, going on vacation, and I can see them elevated in them telling their story and how they want to go back there. So lots of fun planned. We're gonna JoJo, you're gonna be exhausted on Sunday because I'm using the shit out of you. So there's your warning.
That's the game plan, you guys. This is what we want. And just so you guys know, this is how Kenny and I built for 15 years, y'all. We would do, and Mark, you were there. You came to our events in Sacramento and Reno. We would do weekly events. We would do monthly fly-ins. We would do monthly big events. We had 600, 1,000 people that would just come in to see Kenny, and Kenny would light it up. And you guys were getting back to this rhythm. We're creating it in a whole new way. And then we want to put a couple dates for August in your calendar too. And oh, by the way, there will be so many more new announcements. So make sure you're in the JoJo chat on Telegram because we will be the first to know and get that to you. But August 1st is the next Super Saturday. There will be pop-ups in between, but you need to mark your calendar for August 1st. And then Kenny gave the date for Arizona. If you guys know anybody in the Washington area, Seattle is a 2-hour drive to where Ginger is. Put the pedal to the metal, get your people there. We know people that are coming from Walla Walla all over Washington State to be at that live event with Ginger. So this is an epic moment in time, you guys, and we get to be the ones that write history in the present moment. So with that, happy Momentum Monday. If you feel it, pick up the phone now. I'm telling you, don't wait 20 minutes till your old self gets back in the way. Pick up the phone now, let the people know, send that text that you've been wanting to send out those videos from Dream Builder app. And this is going to be an epic time. Can anyone create a calendar for all these local events and posts? We will put them in the JoJo chat. So just be there. It won't be a calendar, but you will always have something that you will be able to share and connect people to. Ginger created a great one, so we'll get that over in the chat again. And then we're gonna have Kenny create one. No.
The one for Kenny, I'll have in your group chat in the next hour or so.
Perfect. Awesome, guys. And just so you know, Kenny did not create that. He called Ginger to create that. We love you, Kenny. Be you, and we'll help you. So with that, you guys have a beautiful day. Love you all. What an exciting, incredible week that we have to just take the next level of greatness in our own lives. Be the best you guys. See you tonight. Bye.